All right, Bernys. So this is your first batch of your weekend workouts. I'm Coach Ricky. Let's get right into this. So we start out with the cat cows, the bird dogs, and then we're going to do some sets of rows and presses with the TRX, making sure that we're getting these nice ins, pulling our elbows in together, extending out and in, coming around and doing the pressing. We want to get nice and deep down into this nice extension and making sure we're keeping our glutes tight, pressing through, arms overhead and down. Whoa-bam. And whoa-bam. You want to do anywhere from 3 to 4 sets of those. From there, we're going to move into some leg training stuff for running. You do 2 sets of tibialis raises, trying to get your toes to your knees with a 2-second pause, and then down. 2-second pause, and then down, shooting for anywhere from 15 to 20 reps. Do 2 sets of those. Then we move into Solious press. Coming here, we get our knees over our toes. We press up, having our shoulders and our knees move at the same rate, pressing up and down, up and down. Same thing here, 2 sets, shooting for 15 to 20 reps. If those are getting easy, you can come here without the wall, pressing up and down, up and down. Then we move into calf presses. Oh yeah. Coming here, getting a nice extension. You want to feel that stretch in the leg, which I'm getting by dropping my hips down. And then I'm pressing up and down, up and down. Same thing here, 15 to 20 reps, 2 sets. You can do 1 side at a time as well if you're feeling really strong and confident. But if things are really easy, you can always get super low with it. Whew. But I wouldn't recommend going that nuts in the beginning. After that, we're going to do some Patrick step. So we stand on our foot. We want to make sure that we're kind of opening up that toe box, squeezing the foot forward. I get my leg out in front of me, and then I'm just dropping down and pressing through. Dropping down, pressing through. Over time, you might want to have some kind of elevated surface for this. I find a stair works really well, but for now, we're just going to keep that leg out, up and down, shooting for anywhere from 10 to 15 of those, and do 2 sets of that. And that's all this like maintenance work for the lower body for running. From there, we move into more lower body land. We start out kettlebell swings. Here we sit down, getting my head nice and neutral with my spine. I stand up and I get into my swings, making sure I'm keeping my shoulders down. I don't want my shoulders forward as I'm going up and down. We want to have the shoulders locked in as we're coming down and pressing up, keeping those lats engaged. We don't want to be hinging forward, coming down and hinging forward like this. Anywhere, I would do this in a rep range of 10 to 20 and just play with the weight. After that, you're going to do hip airplanes. Coming here, hinging, opening, closing, and back. You can use your box to place your hands. We eventually want to get to the point where we're just stabilizing on the leg, opening up to the side, opening down, and then coming down. You'll see the trick here is this back toe. It stays down as I hinge. It opens up to the side. And then as I come back down, it gets tucked right back in to make sure I'm getting my hip into the right placement before I come back. So I would do those 2 back and forth. They're gonna it's gonna be a lot of work here and here, and then these hip openers, but I think it's gonna be really good. Anywhere from 2 to 4 sets of those. Then after that, you're going to take the kettlebell at probably just starting at 8 kilograms. We're going to get it up into front rack like so, and we're going to do front rack marching, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then as that gets easier, what you can do is you can either up the weight with the kettlebell, or you can work towards getting a leg extension and down, up, extension, down, up, extension, down. From there, we then get into side plank hip abduction. Oh, coming down like so. I drive my hip forward, raising up and down. I'm working here with the fulcrum between my elbow and my knee, driving my hip forward. That fulcrum raises up as I come up, and then I come back down. In the beginning, it might be helpful to just work on getting the hip forward and coming down without the leg raise, so that you're focusing more on that glute expression coming down and up. But over time, you want to also be able to get the leg up and really driving this hip forward while raising here and then coming back down. And then do those back and forth 3 to 4 sets. Shooting for anywhere from 8 to 12 reps each. After all that, we're going to work on some stuff for those shoulders of yours. Coming in here, we're going to do some forward laterals. We go up, down, up, down. Whew. These are probably one of the better deltoid moves we have available to us currently. So really get those. You want to be working up towards those 10s with these. After that, TRX Ys, because it's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Whew. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that you're keeping all of this tight and in check while you're doing the Y. And that the Ys aren't here. You're getting your arms back. You're feeling that expression of your chest come up. And then from there, we're going to take the red band and we're going to hold the band out in front of you like so. And then we bring it down to the side and up, down and up. I'm actually going to tighten up a bit here. Key here is that when I come here, I should be able to pause and then return. Pause and return. Then you want to do 10, well, 8 to 12 on one side, 8 to 12 on the other side. Whew. And that is all the stuff we're going to do for those muscle groups. And then finally, we have our little core routine. Super fun. Oh, and that shoulder routine, again, 2 to 4 sets, depending on how you're feeling. So now we have the core routine. So the core routine starts out with some knee to elbow, anywhere from 10 to 15, knee to elbow other side. From there, we do just leg raises. If those are feeling difficult, you can also just do scissor kicks. After that, we do legs up toe touches, or just shin touches. You're going to be getting the shoulder blades down and up off the ground. From there, we move into side plank thread the needle, the classic, the great move. One of the best oblique exercises that we have available to us with body weight. From there, we get into doing plank marches. Raising up, down, up, down. This is one of the only ones where I would go for shooting for 20 to 40 count. Just maintaining that structure of the core, having the breath, doing the march. Don't arch the back. Keep that core tight. Just raising the glute. Just using the leg, using that glute, keeping the core tight and marching. And then lastly, Superman arm circles. Coming here, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Woo. And then with the core routine, I would say you can use like the first 3 moves just as your like warm-ups. You do those like twice through, and then you can move into the other 3, or you can do all of them in a sequence, and do like 2 sets or whatever have you. But that's the whole routine. Hope it makes a lot of sense. We'll just do these. Talk to me about what's going on. We can discuss what needs to shift, change, add to. But the point of having this workout is progression, 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 progression. So if something's feeling kind of stagnant, talk to me about it, and we will figure out a way to make it progress. Cool. All right. Well, hope you enjoy it. Bye. How do I turn this off? Wait, hold on.